All right. Good afternoon, Brian. Oh, well, good morning there.
Good morning. I don't see anybody on here. Okay, now I do.
So, good afternoon, everybody. This is Guru Tom Pena, and with Guru Brian
Brian
here.
Rodriguez.
Yep. Good. Welcome to FMA Discussion, and this afternoon, for episode 242, we're going to have GM Nestee Luis of Punyada.
Hello.
Hi, GM.
Good evening.
Good evening from Zamboanga, Philippines. Good morning in your places. Hello, guys. How are you?
How you doing, GM?
We're good.
Pretty
We're good. How about you?
Good. Looking good. It's good to be back. Last night, we had a little of a good discussion, and we're gonna continue it tonight.
Oh yes, definitely. We're looking forward to actually discovering Punyada with you tonight, and together with Guru Brian. I know he already has some idea about it, but I'm still clueless.
Treat him like a new student.
Yeah, always a beginner. Always a beginner. Okay, so before we start, so once again, good afternoon from the UK. Good evening in the Philippines. Good morning in the
Good
US.
morning. Yes.
All right, so if you are watching this, guys, please press the like button or the heart button, much better, and take this journey with us, okay, with GM Nestee, with his style, with his FMA style, the Punyada. So please tell us where you are watching from. And also remember, tomorrow evening, we're going to have the charity raffle for the grandmasters in the Philippines who were affected by the typhoon Odette. Okay, so that's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, righty, let's see. Are you all good, Guru Brian?
Yeah, we're all good.
GM?
We're ready.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good. We're good.
We're good. Okay, so let's jump right back into your intro to martial arts and FMA. For those who are watching for us now, you can tell more stories now. Yesterday,
We're open book.
yeah, we're open book.
You have the
Okay.
floor, GM.
All right. For those who did not watch last night, I started my FMA career in Quiapo with Arjuten during the 80s, and then I trained with some teachers. In some of the teacher, I would like to acknowledge this. I to get this opportunity to acknowledge Grandmaster Daniel Rollo and Grandmaster Dante Badrang. These two guys really plays an important role on my FMA journey, and I would like to acknowledge and appreciate all the effort that they did to me and all the knowledge that they've shared. So it all started there. I enrolled with under Grandmaster Ernesto Presas, and then I cross trained with Grandmaster Monching Bileño.
Oh, he's freezing.
Oh, it's freezing. Yeah, while waiting for GM to come back. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's freezing again. Uh-oh.
You might have to come back in. Come out back in.
Yeah, GM, you might need to come back in.
The
Yeah.
reception.
I was frozen.
Yeah, you were.
Okay,
Now you're
I'm clear now. Good.
Still a bit pixelated.
I'm good.
We can hear you
Really?
much better, but you're still a bit pixelated.
the video. You might want to move to a different part of your studio, maybe.
get a better reception.
Yeah. Okay, we could see you, GM, but you might want to move to a different area to get better reception. Better signal.
Yeah, please bear with us.
No worries.
No problem.
No problem. So while GM is looking for a better better Wi-Fi spot, Guru Brian, at one point in time, we were like neighbors when we were training. I was still in Aikido, and while GM is training in Arjuken, we were just like 1 block away from each other, our training centers. So he said he said yesterday that he used to train with my sensei back then as well.
Probably knew each other.
We must have met each other, but just completely forgot about it.
Okay, that's better.
Much better.
Yeah.
That's much better, GM.
Better.
All right.
We can hear you. It's good.
Okay. How about the video? Is
Much better.
Video's good, GM.
Yep, all good.
Good. You're good.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
right. We'll continue. And through the years, I developed all of this until I created my own system. I transferred here in Zamboanga. I used to work with IBM, and whole day you do you're in front of the computer, and I don't want to grow old on such kind of job. So I like more action. That's why it became a passion to me that I will be full time in martial arts. That's why I transferred to Zamboanga and bring the technology here, and then put up my own school and eventually creating my own kind of system. Now, to give you an idea, the history of Punyada for all the viewers, the history and the concept of it. Maybe Guru Tom, you can show them some videos.
Okay, the first one, the one that has a narration.
Yeah, the one that has narration.
Let me check first. Is it this one or the other one?
Punyada.
The one that has
Volcano.
narration. The title is Punyada.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna lower myself down now. Can you see it though from your screen, GM?
I could not. Oh, it's okay now. Okay now.
Okay. I mean, if anybody can go to Dean Franco's wall so that you'll be able to see what's happening.
It's playing now.
All right. Okay. Me and Guru Brian will lower ourselves down.
Okay.
A volcano martial arts that originated in Zamboanga City, the Asia's Latin city, located in the southern part of the Philippines. A dynamic kind of martial arts, unifying mind, body and spirit. It follows the principle of our natural body movements, balance and stability, coordination, and maximizes power without limitation. Although it exhibits physical prowess, discipline, humility and good attitude of oneself is the ultimate goal. There must be a continuous development of one's physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Punyada is a mixture of different skills. It is an armed and unarmed defense system that was born out of our forefathers' occupational reflexes, when our forefathers decided to take arms against the Spanish colonizers, heavily armed and well-equipped. All they have their bolos, knives, garrote, or clubs, and their bare hands, gnarled by years of servitude. Don't talk about military training or combat experience. And no way would the lack daunt our forefather had years, but well, making a living, rising the family through hacking and slashing in the farms, of pushing and thrusting in the villas, slicing the fish, and spearing the wild boars. Unknown to them, this discipline born of servitude, this discipline reared by the need to scratch a living made for the martial arts known to as Punyada. Armau eds armau sistemada defensa, muscled the revolution coming from the word punyatazo, or fist fight, and punyal, or knife. Punyada lies on its delivery of different strikes, thrust, slash, kick, punch in the application of different techniques. It goes on with the principle of the incorporation of the body movement and footwork towards the delivery of the weapon, with correct angle and distance or strikes to the target, whether it's offense and defense or armed and unarmed, with single or multiple opponents.
Glitching. That was an awesome video. I couldn't hear the sound though on all of it.
You can.
I couldn't hear the sound on this side, no.
Oh, that's weird.
But we did see the video on it, and it was awesome. It was very awesome.
Was it clear?
It was very clear, GM. Yes, yes.
Okay,
It's a nice video. It was like a documentary.
That was awesome. The way it was set up.
It tells the history and the what they call this, the principle of Punyada. You know, really, Punyada was born. It was really born out of our forefathers' occupational reflexes. You know.
So I have a first question. The first question in the morning. So GM, I have a question as far as regarding on your flyer, and I know you emphasized before in there the Latin part of your system. Can you elaborate and just give us a history of why it's considered Latin, being in the southern Philippines, and why you chose to have that incorporated in the system?
Yeah, we claim to be the only Latin city in Asia. That's why it's Asia's Latin martial art. We are the Spanish-speaking city here in Asia. We call it Chabacano. I can hear sounds though. Can you hear sounds?
No, we hear you fine, GM.
Yeah.
We hear you fine.
Okay. So we are the only Spanish-speaking city in Asia, and they call it that Chabacano, the local dialect. There's a big difference only in the way of we pronounce or we construct the sentence. Like what I said last night, "Yo te amo." In Chabacano, the way we construct the sentence is "Taamayo contigo." But there's a similarity in and other words. But there are so many common words in Spanish and Chicano because actually we were conquered by the Spanish. Most likely 333 years we were under we were colonized by
It's a long time. Yeah.
Spaniards. There was a big influence in Zamboanga City because Zamboanga City is strategically located. It is the center of all the islands here, small islands. So they put a garrison here, and they were stationed here. So
It was
that's
a
why
stronghold.
so Spanish was really they were really the Spaniards influenced the locals here. That's why they maintained the Spanish speaking language. However, the local created their own way of expressing it.
Yeah.
You know,
It evolved. The language evolved.
in as much I am a Chabacano and then I'm the founder of Punyada, now I want that Punyada will be known as a Latin martial arts. That's why I claim to this is Asia's Latin martial art.
What is the meaning of Punyada for people out there who don't understand Spanish or your dialect? What is the meaning behind that name?
Actually, the root word of punyada is punyal, which means knife.
Knife, punyal.
Punyal is knife, or other word for punyal is cuchillo, but commonly used is punyal. That's the root word, and puño. So
Punya.
it's so it's
Combination of the words. Yeah.
that is that is the root word of the word punyada.
Mm.
So it's we're an expert in knife. We're good in knife, so we
So
make
that's
it
your
as
specialty.
our specialties, and
This blade. Yeah.
mhm.
Um. So in your system, is there some drills or some movements that are named in like a Spanish or your dialect, or do your
Sa
students
Bacana.
understand Spanish? Do your students like understand Spanish or talk Spanish?
Actually, all our techniques are Spanish. All our technique like taho na costao or trancada or bombeada. These are all Spanish.
Spanish
Oh,
moves.
However, in as far as the technique concerned, we always say that it is really born out of our forefathers' occupational reflexes. Our forefathers you know, uh, were always, they got the influence of the Spaniards.
Spaniards. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I found it interesting. Like when I started Latin, I was like, how could it be Latin and they're not in South America, Central America? That's why I wanted to know more. It intrigued me, and I was like, I need to know more, like why behind them. And now I know. Now everybody knows now why it's called what it is and what the system's about. So thank you for sharing that, Jim. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
So, uh, GM Nestee, you
Hmm.
had your background with modern Chinese, and you also did Aikido. So, what basically I would say is the uniqueness of Punyada as compared to modern Chinese and Aikido?
Yeah. The principle of Punyada is the incorporation of body movement and footwork towards the delivery of the weapon. If you try to see uh, uh, modernists was really they have the influence of karate.
Karate, yes.
So they have limited, like stiff movements. But in Punyada, we incorporate that we are more on the movement. Can I show you?
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
Jim.
please do.
Please,
Please
please
do.
do.
It's Jig.
I'll
Like
lower
if I
myself down, Brian. So makes it.
yeah
Yeah. Okay.
yeah this Mike. Enter ko doon. This is JB. He's one of my black belt. Okay. So if we're going to use impact weapon, we always incorporate that body movement to that strike. We don't just assault. We don't just strike like so. Commonly, I see in YouTube they just do this. All right. In Punyada, we incorporate that body movement and footwork towards the delivery of the weapon. So there is more fluidity to the movement of the strike. All right. What is the reason why we move, we sway? Actually, we sway from left to right. What is the reason? The reason for us to sway right from the start, for new student, we always teach this already, the swaying and delivery of the strike. Because we are more on multiple opponents. We don't go on linear. There are two kinds of fighter, right? Linear and circular. So we are more of a circular fighter. That's why we teach swaying already. We teach swaying. That's very important. Uh, in fighting in the street. You need to be agile and you can move around.
Right. I like the I like the part that you make sure that the body mechanics actually goes with the strikes.
Striking, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the how you ground yourself by keeping your knees bent. It is
yes,
actually I would say synonymous to body mechanics, like when you hit with a baseball bat, you ground
Knees and
yourself as
hips
well. Yep,
move in.
you use your hip to basically to create that torque. You get that power from the ground. Yep.
that's exactly. It's scientific. It's scientific. You need to incorporate that body movement towards strike. Any weapon for that matter, whether you're going to punch or you're going to kick or whatever, you need to incorporate that movement. Otherwise, you're just merely extending your
Your
arms.
arm, and it's not enough.
Just So there is not much of that power that we want to derive from the punch or from the strike or from the slap or
Mhm.
whatever. It's important for you to incorporate that movement. That makes us so different from others. And then at the same time, you see the footwork. You always go on a 45.
Okay. Is that kind of body mechanics the same when you deliver a strike with an impact weapon and with a bladed weapon?
Exactly. Actually, it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't matter what weapon you're going to deliver. Like for instance, he's going for the kick, same thing. He's going for the kick. Sorry, Mike. He's going for the kick, same thing. He's going to twist. Go. Go. Punch.
No.
Yeah. You got the same body twist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same mechanics.
Thank you.
Same thing with weaponry. When you do weaponry like bladed weapon, when you do bladed weapon, same movement. Like when you do slashing, uh, basically when we talk about weaponry, there are only three different movement. It would be vertical, horizontal, diagonal. This would be the only movement that of all FMA styles or whatever, these are the three basic movements. So when you go horizontal movement, just the same. Go diagonal, the same. You go vertical, the same. Horizontal, we call this tabas. Tabas. In Tagalog, they call it mananabas. In Chabacano, we call it porta sakate. Taporta sakate. Alright? So tabas, horizontal movement, you just need to sway just the same. Sway. 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 You go vertical, sway. Sway. You need to sway. Incorporate, bend that knee. We cannot just do like this.
I can see a
Yeah.
lot of similarities to Lightning Scientific, actually, GM.
Correct. Basically, it's just the same, but we emphasize on the stances because you can never have a good slash or a good strike without having a good stance.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you need to have a solid stance, a grounded one.
Exactly. So, like what we see, most of them, their stances are they do like this straight and
Upright.
whatsoever.
Mm.
So we need to bend down and sway. That is in preparation for multiple attacker.
Yeah.
You know, when we handle blade weapon, there is no much of a multiple strike in each angle. You know what I mean? Those. You know what I mean? I show you. Okay. If I'm facing two opponents, well, I will not spend too much time on this.
Yeah, on one person, yes.
Yeah, turn and move. Next one.
Yeah.
And deliver many strike and you know, you don't need to do that. All I need is just one slash and then I'll be facing the other one. And then you know.
Yeah, I can see quite a lot of Aikido there.
Is that the Arjuken style of? Is that the Arjuken influence in your movement, GM? When you move like that, like what Guru Tom was saying with Aikido, it's like the.
Arjuken has the influence of karate. If you try to notice, modernist, its foundation is karate. Their stance is very wide.
Very, yeah, wide and low.
Very wide. You know, very wide. This one is more of a Punyada movement. Because that's what I'm telling you. We are more of a circular fighter, meaning to say we do street fighting because I believe that in street fighting you can never have single opponent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
You will never have single opponent. So as much as possible, right from start of the training, you're used to movements.
Multiple opponents, yeah.
Move there, move around and move around. You must be agile.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you for that demo.
GM, when you do your when you strike, for example, with the bolo, do you go more for a hacking action or a slashing action?
Right. There are two strikes that there are two slashing that you can do. The hacking, we call it taho.
Yeah.
Commonly, these are the occupational reflexes of a farmer who used to cut banana.
Yeah.
We call it taho. They chop on the diagonally to the banana trunk, and then we call this arabesque. They cut it on the opposite side so that it would totally fall down. The banana will totally fall down. It's the same thing also with the bamboo. So you chop like this and then you chop like that. Okay? So you do that also, chopping. But commonly, we do the slashing. And the way we handle the weapon, is that we are just not hitting the target from the tip of the blade. You know,
From the belly. Yeah.
You know, sometimes they use the bolo or the weapon. The movement is the same as the way they use the sticks. All right.
Okay.
They just hit the tip on a. Actually, I've seen a military training. They do this. So it is just only the tip of the knife
Yeah,
that
the
is
tip of
hitting
the
the
blade, yeah.
Right. What we are doing is the same as when you slice the fish. The fishermen, the fish, they get in from the base of the knife, or from the base of the ball, or from the center. Because
from
why?
the belly, yes.
Yeah, as you come in, you're widening the wound.
Yeah, that's true.
Compare this one, you're just only creating a small damage to your target.
So you're utilizing the whole length of the blade to inflict your damage.
Exactly. Exactly. You will create very big damage to the target. If you gonna It's how the fishermen slice the fish.
Fillet,
That's why I'm telling you, Punyada is very original because these are all occupational reflexes.
So you utilize a lot of the farming and agricultural techniques in your system, which I find kind of fascinating for your movements. Which is it's natural everyday thing for the people that live over there.
Yeah.
And it's easy for them to learn because they've already got that attribute of training like that already. So they already have these movements. You just got to refine
Very
them.
functional.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very awesome.
Same thing with the stick. Same thing with the stick. It is an impact weapon, so when we use it one, like so, we always hit the target very hard. We deliver a hammer blow. This is a hammer blow. This is how the carpenters are doing it. You know,
Yeah,
the
it's
most
very similar to lightning. Yeah.
yeah, the most noble profession, carpentry. So you hit the target so hard. You cannot just hit the target. You know, if it's an impact weapon, then use it as an impact weapon, not just a fancy movement.
Yeah.
Last night I was telling that FMA has many faces. It has many faces because it has different concepts. There are boxing concept. If the founder of the certain art is a boxer, most likely his style would be a boxing concept.
Yeah. You're going to be using a lot of boxing movements.
Even they are holding the sticks, yet they box. Yes, they box. This is how they move. I'll show you. So you know this movement? I punch, I box.
It's like balintaw.
I punch, I punch.
Yeah.
Because it's the concept is box. The powder is a boxer, so the concept is boxing. So the weapon becomes useless. Why do you need to box? If I want to box, I don't need to hold the weapon. The weapon is the extension of the hand. So we have to use the weapon. The length of the weapon is 27 inches plus the length of my arm, which make me hit the target from a distance. Oh,
Yeah. Maximum reach.
I can hit him. I have the long reach. Rather than getting close and then box him. Box him. Box him. You know? So it has many phases. Same thing also like the hammer blow. There are so many ways in delivering the hammer blow. The rest are hammering, same as they do tennis. They do tennis. The forehand strike and the backhand strike.
The backhand strike. Yeah.
Forehand strike, backhand strike. So they get the butt of the stick. They raise it high, so high,
Yeah.
before they will like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah.
So
From
then
behind.
you're late. If we are going to follow the original movement of a carpenter when he do the hammer, he hammer like this. He hammers
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So if this is my target. If this is my target, take the other side. If this is my target, I won't get my strike from here. You know? Here. You'll be late. Rather than use the original movement, which is our forefathers did, the carpenters, the most noble profession. You hammer like this. Because that's how you hammer.
Yeah, you got that last flicking action from the wrist.
There should be that whipping effect.
Mm.
There should be that whipping effect. So
Yeah, you got that whip from the wrist at the very end.
rather than see the difference,
Yes.
Yep.
the reason there is that you're limiting your ways of being a good fighter. You're limiting
I see.
yourself of becoming a good fighter. We are talking about street fighting here,
Hmm.
not inside the ring.
Okay.
You know,
So GM, you'd say your system is more based on actual like more self defense combat rather than the art part, right? Like you have more functional self defense and like you said for street fighting stuff like that rather than the art. You still have the art part, but it's not as emphasized as much, right, in your system as the functionality and the self defense combat, right?
exactly. We cannot go out from the art. It's still an art, though. But we are more of survival. We have to. It's more about training. It's about surviving in the street. It's about self-defense. We are talking about self-defense here. It's
Yes.
not. It's not propagating my family style or my art. I don't propagate my family art. I develop the student into becoming a good fighter. A good
Mhm.
fighter means to defend himself in the street. That's how we should. That should be the mindset.
Hmm. I agree.
Okay.
That's good.
The most important thing is to stop the threat at once.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Stop. So there will be no more unnecessary or stunt movement. There will be no more counter and recounter and counter and counter. No more.
Mm.
Once I can do the job already. Okay? So we go on the economy of movements and stopping the threat at once. Because why? Because we will be facing so many opponents, so many angles. If you spend too much time on this target, other guy will behind
Yeah,
me is gonna.
yeah, that's true.
So I don't need to.
But it looks cool though.
It's good for Instagram and TikTok.
Good. Good for likes.
Do that in one target, wherein my next target is hammering me behind me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Actually, yeah, yeah, I agree
So
with that.
the point here is that the concept of punyada is survival, is street
Survival.
fighting,
Mhm.
fight inside the ring. I tell you a story. This is a true story though. There was one guy. He's a Filipino American.
Yes.
He came to the Philippines for a vacation. He was a big guy, and he's an expert in the US. The what do you call this? MMA is very popular, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
even here in the UK, it's very popular.
So a big guy, full of tattoo, and he went to the uh, money exchange booth
Mm,
to
mm.
exchange dollar. Then behind him, he was held up.
Oh,
He
he
was held
was.
up by a little guy, a small guy.
Hmm.
And it's the second time to bring the guy to the ground. He grappled him and locked him down there.
Mhm.
But the next guy come here and then shoot him.
Did he kill
You
him
know,
or he just wound him?
yeah, that's a true story. He shot him because he's gonna kill the friend, the companion.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did he die?
So he died. He
Oh,
died.
okay.
Shot him point blank range. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
he
that's
was.
that's that's the reality of the street, man.
Yeah, he was shot And he was not able to defend himself.
Because he didn't have the awareness, right? Because he was so used to fighting in
Yeah.
the ring, he didn't have
They're used to fighting one-on-one.
multiple attackers. Yeah.
Mm.
Because they thought that all fight ends on the ground, but some ends on the grave. So
Oh, that's new. That's good. That's a good one.
yeah, not all fights end on the ground. They
Yeah.
end some fight on the grave. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
we must choose our battle.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. That's true.
Yeah. So we avoid we do a kind of movement. We don't do many unnecessary stunts. Even in punching, we don't. We punch the same movement, the same. Show you. Same movement. We don't. We use that body movement, that body mechanics. We use that when we punch. He sways. He moves.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see that hip rotating.
He's fast.
Yeah.
GM, one thing I noticed about all your students, they're very fast. All of them.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what we do. The mindset is multiple opponent, not single opponent. Multiple, many opponents. We don't fight inside the ring. It's all about survival and stopping the threat. Okay?
Yeah. Effective, fast.
Maybe as a break, we can show another video.
All right. Okay. Cool.
He's getting tired.
Catch my breath.
roll the video.
Punyada. A volcano
Oh no, not.
You want to lower us down, give it Tom?
Yeah, well, I will do. I just need to make sure that I get the correct video.
Okay.
There you go.
The one that has no narration.
Okay, so I'm gonna lower myself.
And you know, it's one thing I noticed about the video. Like every single student in that video is fast. They're clean in their movements and stuff, and it's like with a blink of an eye, it's already over with already. And
Yeah.
the whole class was like that. There wasn't one person that was like struggling. They were just like fast. It was awesome.
I
I
think
have
it's
a question from Guru Dean, our head honcho, our boss. He wants to know if your empty hand component was influenced by CLOT in any way.
Uh, Not in any way. We have our own punching style or MPNs that when we punch, same stances, same we always punch that your fist must be in line with the elbow.
okay.
You punch the fist, your puño must be in line with the elbow. That's how we punch. We don't punch like this. And at the same time, we use our lead weapon. This is my strong hand. This would be my lead weapon. All right.
Okay, not the other way
Why,
around.
all right. Why so? Because we don't have second round, third round, or first round, or second round, or third round, and you don't do jab, jab, and then you punch. We don't spend that much. We go on delivering our lead weapon at once. It would be our strong hand. Because as what I've said a while ago, we need to finish the threat, stop the threat at once. So you need to give your most powerful punch at once with full speed and power. So your fist, your puño must be in line with the elbow. So when you punch like this. That incorporation of body movement and foot. So when we punch, we go like this. I punch, releasing my weapon diagonally. When I hit the target, diagonally. There are two kinds of punches: horizontal,
And
vertical.
vertical.
Horizontal, this is how the karate punch. Vertical, this is how Bruce Lee is punching. All right. In Punyada, we go 45, diagonal punch. Because the movement would be like this.
Okay, so you're 45 degrees. Okay.
And incorporate that body movement and swaying at the same time. That we coordinate all the muscle of your legs, hip, shoulder towards the punch. That's why it's very powerful.
So the whole body is really behind the punch.
Right? So you try to see how he punch, he sway, he extend, elbow on guard. Elbow is in line with the puño, not like this. Because if you do like this, most likely you're gonna just extend your arms like so. Less power. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Fast.
Same, same, same thing. We use that body movement. That mechanics there. We use that body mechanics, swaying, incorporating that body movement as if you're just this is how the what do you call this? The baseball. This is the
Yeah,
occupation
yeah,
of the baseball.
yeah.
Same
Swing.
thing with golf.
Yeah, that swing. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's true.
Golf. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Very scientific. Compared to being stiff, we cannot just get this from the we cannot just get this from big body like those. We cannot just get this from being big or tall or whatever.
All right.
We need to incorporate that movement. We need to incorporate that movement. Otherwise, we're limiting ourselves of becoming a good fighter.
Okay.
limit yourself. You limit yourself if you keep on practicing this one. You punch. You're holding the stick, but you're punching.
Okay.
Then 1 years you practice that one, it won't bring you nowhere. All right.
Yeah, it's awesome. Sure.
We don't have any influence with other martial arts. Punyada is a mixture of different skills, and then we have knife defense. Mamchi is going to show you some.
All right. Good. Yeah.
I was wondering when you were going to bring her on.
Do you want me? I can lower myself down.
Lower us down, Guru Tom.
Oh, both of us. Okay. All right.
Again, same. Like that. Okay, good. Let's clap for that. We're just having fun. We're just having fun.
That's one way to have fun.
Yeah,
I miss
this is
those
awesome.
days training in the Philippines. I miss it.
That's how we have fun here.
She's one of my favorite female practitioners I've seen on all the videos I've seen, everything. She's like my top like 3. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Am I turning red? No, sorry.
Are you blushing?
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I have a martial arts crush on that woman. I'm sorry.
Yes. All right. Somebody has claimed that they are the second most deadliest martial arts in the world. You know.
All right. I'm gonna lower. Okay.
He claimed that they are the second most deadliest martial arts in the world. All right, show me. He comes in 1, 2, 3. You're dead when you do that. All right. What we do? There is always that principle. The secret of holding is not to hold at all. All right. So I will not grab the hand that is holding the weapon. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. You cannot grab the hand. All right. All you have to do is get out from the line of attack. Same principle as when there's burst of fire. Burst of fires. What do we do as a soldier, Guru Brian?
What do you do? I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? I was watching the movement.
When somebody is firing a burst of fire, and what are you going to do?
When somebody's firing at you, you're going to run for cover.
First thing is to duck down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, GM.
Meaning to say we get out from that line of fire.
Line of
always
fire.
the first mindset, get out from the line of fire. So meaning to say, if this knife is coming in towards my stomach, I need to get out from that line of attack. All right, that would be the first mindset. But not to grab him. Why? Because when he grabs you, and when you grab him, he's going for the pull, and then he comes in. So you'll be late. Mm-hmm. All we have to do is to get out from that line of attack, and then secure that weapon. So I go here. I kill him at once. The blade, the weapon, is just an illusion. What is important, you get out from that line of you know, get out from that line of attack.
Yeah. So GM, what do you think about the 2-on-1 for knife defense? Like, is that anything like that in your kind of style for a 2-on-1, like for knife defense?
How is that?
I said, what do you think about the 2-on-1, like for knife defense, like getting your hand on the weapon arm? Is there anything like that in your system, or do you just kind of like disregard that and just go with, like you showed us right now?
What is important really is to secure that weapon. I have so many movements, I have so many techniques in my arsenal just to secure that weapon. So I incorporate all of the skills that I I'm trained at. So I secure that weapon and then go for the kick. I go for the kick. I go closer and then go there. And then swing him down. I can kill him right here. And if I'm a policeman, I'll handcuff him.
Wow. That was like so fast I didn't even see it. It was like fast forward. It was like so
You need
like,
to slow it down, Brian.
I was trying to process it. I was like
Tai Chi speed.
yeah. That's good. You showed it.
As I told you, we're just having fun here.
Yeah, I can tell. He's getting thrown around. That's awesome. So I see, GM, that you were mentioning before in a conversation me and you had that you train a lot of U.S. forces. Can you go into?
You mentioned that yesterday as
Yeah,
well. Yes.
I don't want you to go like I know because due to ops and stuff like that, you can't go into detail about everything. But how did they seek you out, and how did that all like come about?
That was 2004 to 2009, I think, or 2010. I had a contract with the U.S. forces under DynCorp. And then they invited us for a demo during the, what do you call this? 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 4th of July, everybody's...
Yes, Independence Day here is just...
Yeah.
Yeah, they have they are in the beach, they have some party and eating, there's a lot of food and drinks, and they invited us to do a demo. So after the exhibition, the following day we signed contracts and
Wow.
it's the so most of them are Navy SEALs and Special Forces officers.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the time of President Obama, there was a financial crisis. United States has a financial crisis.
2008.
Yeah.
They had all contracts.
So
And then
what did they ask you to teach them? Was it more of like knife stuff or leg stuff?
we teach Punyada. We do punching, kicking, sticks, knife, combatives, and weaponry, bolo. This
right.
is what we teach them. Now, recently we're coming in again.
Oh, okay. So it's active again. Yeah.
The guys came down to the dojo. The guys invited us, and we did some exhibition. And now we're back on training again.
Awesome.
That's great. That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
I worked for DynCorp a long time ago, but I worked as a aircraft mechanic for them.
Yeah, but I think it's no longer DynCorp that's holding. That's serving them.
Mm-hmm. So do you like training military, or do you prefer training just students, like regular students off the street?
It's Punyada is like you have a big duffel bag, very big duffel bag. But in all your arsenal is just right there inside. You carry it. When there's the time you need to pull out your M4, you know. So that's how we do it. Like we train military, it's a different module. Train civilian, different module also. In the dojo, it's more on civilian type. So we have this gradual learning process. We develop them gradually. So the normal system is that you need to have belts or something, and
Yeah.
until until such time you reach black belt.
Mm-hmm.
But in the military, different module, we go direct. We teach
Different
them
approach,
already.
yes.
Is there a specific amount of time you train military? Is it like weeks or months, or is it just like a short couple hour class? Or
Uh, Now we're coming in like it could be our second time because we're just new in the US. So we have 2 hours every session. We come in. Maybe on Monday we'll have another session, and hopefully like 3 times a week. That would be fine for us already.
All right.
Two
that's
hours,
awesome.
2 hours
Awesome.
per session.
That's awesome. Has any of the have you taught like the Philippine Army or Philippine military at all, or is it just all U.S. forces?
Yeah, there was, I also trained there was one time I trained the whole battalion of Marines when
Philippine
they were
Marines.
stationed. Yeah, Philippine Marines, and we train also some PNP guys.
All right. Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
brilliant.
But it's okay. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jim. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, there is
Guru
only
Tom.
one. Yeah, go ahead.
I said, Guru Tom, you have anything to say? I think you wanted to say something.
No, no, no. Go ahead first. Go ahead first. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, GM. Go ahead.
Yeah, one thing is serious in really in training. When we say training, it's really training. We must see to it that at the end of the day they learn something and they develop that something, that learning, that knowledge. We want it processed in their mind and then express it through the application of the techniques and everything. That's uh, that's how we expect the student. We don't just spend time on the unnecessary movements or whatever. We go direct, we train these guys, and then we want that they will they can use all of this technology someday in their job or whatever.
Hmm.
Do you have a lot of foreign students like in the United States, or is that something that's just barely starting for you, or like other countries besides the Philippines, or because right now it's just Philippines?
You know what? I had that. I was able to stay in the U.S. for 2 years, and I was able to teach in one school in Illinois, in Chicago. So I get the chance to train some police officer there, and then some Marines too. And now I'm doing some online classes because of the situation of the pandemic
Mm-hmm.
situation. So
Yeah.
we have no choice but do some online classes. So I'm catering to some foreigners, and actually I have Russian students and Australian students, and and American students, and Asian students also. We do online classes and teach the technology. The Punyada is really new as far as the Filipino martial arts. As what I've said last night, we were alienated here. We were secluded, and we were isolated also. So now I want to go out in the open and to let the world know that there is such kind of martial arts that really means business.
Hmm.
You know, there's no more fancy, no politics, just purely training. When we say
Yeah,
Okay.
training, it's training.
yeah,
Um,
like it.
okay, Jim, do you want to show this flyer for anybody who would like to contact you before I ask some questions.
Okay,
As we are
okay, sure.
basically already touching the lessons. I'm gonna lower myself down and maybe Brian as well. So
Yeah,
then
let's go down.
you can.
Yeah, sure, Guru Tom. Yeah, this is pliers for training. We're open for training for foreigners for 2 weeks. The registration fee it's stated there $1,000 for 2 weeks. That would be 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon training. When we say training, it's indeed training. And then these are the scope of training. We have uh, Trancada, which is we call this Trancada. It's combatives. These are locking defense against knives, sticks, bolo, whatsoever. And then we have Bombiada, punching, and kicking. Patada is kicking, and then Garote is sticks. With those sticks, and then Bolo, Punyal. Punyal is the knife, and Bolo is the longer version of it. So and then the inclusion is we have city tour, beach tour, and live firing. All right. So this would be for 2 weeks and training, and we are also encouraging some students to take some instructor's course. So people who are interested can just contact me on my Facebook, GM Nestee Luis. Thank you, Guru Tom. I think that's it.
Um,
Hold on, Ryan. There you go.
GM, I have a question for you. The live firing, so that's firearms training?
Firearms training, yeah.
Oh, wow. Is it handgun or is it rifle or was it both or?
So for the handgun, like 9mm and the rifle, M4.
Yeah, 5.56, yeah, 223. Cool. That's awesome. But you got both you got firearms, you got guns and knives and
Yeah, you got for 2 weeks. That's a nice 2 weeks training.
that is a hell of a deal. I hate to say this. It's a great deal.
If
I may do it.
out-
Think about it.
there are guys out there who wants to coordinate, meaning he has to compose a group of minimum of 15 guys, 15 people, 15 packs, and then come over to Zamboanga and we will train you.
Do you offer right now when you do? You said it's Zoom classes for online right now.
Yeah, online. If you want, you can register online class depending on your schedule.
Do you also do privates too, or is it just group training?
I do private lesson also. I have one. I have students from Russia. We do private lessons. One-on-one.
Awesome.
That's good.
Man, I'm gonna have to hit you up for that. I like that. Any future any future goals or what's the future of your system?
Project.
What do you see? Yeah. What do you have coming down the line as far as projects, seminars?
Yeah, I know I don't know what the future holds, but I'm very optimistic that this system is really applicable to people who are open-minded and really want to train. All right. We don't propagate the family's art. We don't do that. We propagate. We train people. It's not about the art. It's not about the art or whatever. It's about the student who really want to be trained. So we're the right people to do it. You know.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you for the demos. Tell Guru G, don't tell her what I said earlier, but tell her I said hi. and tell her thank you. I'm embarrassed. I'm shy. I'm sorry.
You're blushing, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fantastic. And just thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I early on, I was already fascinated by your system with that whole Latin. I'm glad we got to hear everything that was in there. Anything for you, Guru Tom?
Well, I just basically want to let everybody know that although GM Nestee has been saying that they have been like isolated or secluded in Zamboanga, but he is also part of the PCAF, which is the Philippine Eskrima Kali Arnis Federation, isn't it? You're active in that, and you've got
Yes,
students competing with their competitions as well.
exactly. Actually, I was at the SEA I was one of the officials. Southeast Asian Games,
Awesome.
remember
Yeah.
2019? I was one of the officials, so I'm really active you know, in the NSA in the group. My area is Western Mindanao. And, hopefully, I'm just praying that everything will be back to normal,
Yeah.
and then we can do our job here.
That's awesome.
One more question for you, GM, for we go any further. Do you do any online seminars for like open Zoom seminars like on a weekend or something like that? So everybody can
Yeah,
like join. Do you do that any often? Do you have any upcoming or?
yeah. Well, I'm open. I'm open like Saturday in the Philippines, PH Saturday afternoon. I mean 5 p.m.
Mm,
Sunday I'm free. We can do that. Weekdays I can be if you are free. I can do that in the morning also. Morning in the Philippines.
mhm.
Okay.
All
So
right.
Okay.
anybody who would like to do some private lessons with you, just contact you.
Yeah.
Just PM me and and
Discuss details. Yeah.
let's
Awesome.
discuss the details and you know and we can work things out.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, just the way the discipline in the school, you could tell by the way the students all move in unison and how fast they are and how like clean they are in their movements. That's like great instruction. You can tell right there by all the gurus and GM Nestee and yeah, I was impressed. I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it
really
a lot.
impressive. Impressive
I did.
demos. Yeah.
The video was awesome. Was set up great. It's professional. It's just yeah. I like it. I do. You see why I'm smiling? Like I like it.
Thank
I
you
would have
very
never
much.
asked him if I didn't like it. So yeah.
Thank you very much for the compliments. Nice to be here. I enjoyed the show. The discussion was it was
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah,
Enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely like to have you on again sometime in the future, and maybe Guru G will don't be so shy. Tell her, and we don't
Yeah,
bite. We don't bite on FMA discussion. We don't bite people. So she can come on and maybe talk about her journey, and you guys can do more demos. And yeah, for sure.
yeah. I'll try to convince her, and but I hope we can do this again.
No, we
Yeah,
will.
definitely, definitely. Yeah.
If she doesn't want to show her face, she can wear the COVID mask. On, like so we don't have to know it's her. We're just kind of like
Work it, Brian. Work it.
I'm being bad. I'm sorry. I got to show some discipline here. Sorry.
No, but it's gonna be fantastic to have both of you actually in the interview
Yeah.
doing some demos as well.
Yeah, we definitely got to do this again
Yeah.
soon in the future. When you got time, of course, down the line. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe spring
we
or
can,
summer or something. See
Yeah.
where you guys are at. I want to see more demos. Like I want to see more. Like I know you don't want to show too much, but I want to see some more anti-hand stuff, and I want to see everything. So
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Right. Thank you, GM
It's been
Nestee.
great. It's been
Yeah,
great.
you're very welcome.
And I'll be in contact with you when I have some time here, and we'll talk about maybe some of your online stuff. So,
Okay.
all right,
All right.
thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that was a great interview, Brian.
I liked it. This is one of my most like favorite ones so far. It was fun. The demos are awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. I loved it. Hope we get to come
Yeah.
on again soon.
Oh, definitely. You should.
It was worth getting up at 5 something in the morning. So it was for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, definitely.
It was definitely worth it, and yeah.
Yeah. Now you know how I feel when I stay late up at night during doing the interviews.
I hope Guru G doesn't think I'm a creep or anything, but yeah.
Well, she just said thank you for all the compliments.
Well, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. We just need to see more of her doing some more demos and maybe
Yeah.
some more of maybe you can do like a video of the class when he's giving a class so we can see all the students,
Why not?
They're very disciplined. I could tell by the way they give him his
Yeah,
proper salutes.
Yeah, that watching the video actually made me miss teaching in the Philippines.
Does it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I saw you getting teary eyed there. I was like, you need to get like a rag. I was kind of like, oh.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't want to
made
say
me miss
anything,
it.
but you want to stop. And now since you said it, I'm going to kind of like go with it. So, yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you,
they're
everybody that
awesome.
watched. We
They're
got a lot of
awesome.
people watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we had a question, I'm sorry we didn't get to it, but yeah, you could send them to GM Nestee if you have any questions about his system and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for watching with us, and
Yeah, thank
thank you
you.
for And remember tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to have the charity
Raffle.
raffle for the GMs who were affected by the Typhoon Odette. If you haven't donated yet, please donate. The PayPal address is posted somewhere in FMA discussion, and we have some awesome prizes
Mhm.
for the raffle. So help us help the GMs.
Yep. Everybody get some last minute donations in for it closes. What time does it close, Guru Tom?
I'm not sure. We haven't had any announcement when it closes.
Okay, so it's still open
Yeah.
to all the way to tomorrow.
It's still open. Still open. Yeah.
Okay.
Send your donations to Dean Franco. Yeah.
Yeah, to Guru Dean. Yeah. Yep. Well, it's been great, Guru Tom, again, and we'll see
Have
you
a nice
tomorrow.
day.
Yes.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
All
Enjoy
right.
the
Thank you, everybody that watched. Have a great day and keep training and yeah,
Keep having fun while
keep
you're
having
training.
fun. It's all about.
See ya.
Yeah. See you later.